Sorry, my bad. Hello everyone. Hello. Sorry. I have so many things. So this is the definition of just fucking around and finding out. Right. This is what's happening right here. What we're playing. So we today are playing the glorious thing of figuring out how the fuck to set up a stream. So basically, I'll switch to the Daubers cast stuff, right? So like I've got camera here, right? Now this is normally what I would use setup wise for recording things like Shimline Saturdays and stuff like that for the Daubers. Like I have this all connected, but what I want to do is technically change this up a bit and make a new one for when we do content on the likes of, like, say we were going to build this fucking dreadnought as such, something like this. So I want this camera. I don't mind this one being here, but I don't know if it potentially would be better off over here, right? Like, I don't really know what I want to do per se, but the idea is basically if I was to then, oh shit, like have a camera here. So this is why I'm thinking the camera might be better over here, because I can't see shit. There is so much in front of me right now, but ideally I'd be better off having this over here to be able to see shit, or attempt to see shit. But so this is me using Droid Cam with my phone. This is the upgrade one. I think you should have one camera there and another camera over there. See, you say that, Scott. You say that, but we fucking well could, because I think there honestly is about 4 fucking different webcams on this table alone. Like, it's actually bad. We're getting a bit excessive with the webcams. I do also have this one that I do need to test. I have another webcam that I want to test, to be fair. So like, there is a world where we can just keep plugging in webcams until something breaks. But like, yeah, I don't know. I basically got a different stand. So like, the other thing I've got now as well, it's more for the phone level recording, but I got like another fucking tripod, right? Like, I just keep buying shit to set up. Right, fine. At least have one one here and the other over there. Like, because what I'm thinking is, what would be the best way to have this sit? To be fair, see, this might be in a bit of a janky spot now to sit, unless I fuck with stuff. I'd have to fuck with the height a bit, I think. To about there, right, and then so like in theory, can this stretch? How far can this wire be fucked around with? That's the $1 million question that we've got to answer, everybody. And the answer is, where the fuck is this catching? There should be nothing. There should be no. Hold the bus. There should be no fucking wire here catching, but it is catching because it's there. Oh Jesus! There's so many wires. There's so many wires. It's actually, yeah. That one has to just stay up here. We have to just accept defeat on this one. We're accepting defeat on this one. It's staying there. Anyway, have a good night. I'm up at 5 a.m. No worries, Scott. Thanks for jumping on in anyway. Yeah, fuck it. We have to just accept defeat on this one. That one will have to just be there. But technically, that can get moved down, moved up. Like, I can also fuck with this quite aggressively. So, as I say, like, I've got that scene for the Daubercast. I kind of don't want to fuck with that, if I'm being honest. I'd rather just make a new one. So like, if we make a new scene, we go to scene, there's fuck all in scene, right? But we're going to fuck with this, right? So if we can bring that back, then we want to go wabam, wabam. I know it's horrendous. The room's a disaster, isn't it? Well, bam. Then done. Then we went to Life as a Sparky. Oh, that's rough. That's rough. Then I want to go Bing Effects, Chroma Key, and then fuck with El Chroma Key. Oh shit, fucked with it too much. Not fuck with that tolerance. This might be one of those moments where I fuck with this too much, but if I whack the tolerance up quite a bit, damn it. See, I think the problem here is it's because normally the light would be like there, so then as I fuck with the threshold, oh fuck, I forgot to turn the tolerance back to normal. It's annoying that I can't seem to get that. That's so annoying. Oh, you bastard. Am I not able to... What the bus? Oh man, I've got a better idea. I'm going to kill this one. Delete layer. Can I not, right, add the layer I think I should be able to add? Like, am I not able to... If I go here, right, and then copy that, then go here, and then paste it. There we go. I was like, there's a fucking way to do it. I was like, there's a way to do it. There's no way I'm that stupid. The lights need to yeah, that's it's not that. It was more just I'm fucking with pre-established settings as such. Like, yeah, like I was fucking with pre-established settings, which is what I don't do. Then on here, we can move this over a second where we can reframe it a little bit, circlify it. Stop breaking shit. I know. I'm turning into a mark. I'm turning into mark level sort of shit. I'm actually getting really bad for it as well. Yeah, don't fuck with the settings. Yeah, I know. We are playing a risky game. Like, that's the whole point of the whole. Let's just test shit and figure it out. Like, the bonus we've got with this sort of stuff, which is what I like a lot, is the fact that the mic just carries over. Like, it just goes, hey, it's there, which is great. So then, like, what I'm thinking is that one. I want to copy the droid cam, and then I want to paste that in as well. So that's the droid cam. But again, this is the one that we can really fuck with, right? Because technically, what the camera can see is actually this. So like, actually the camera's got like a lot of, and this is, the camera's really close, to be honest. The bonus with this though is I would assume I don't have to fuck too much with the settings to have it auto focus and stuff. And I also, if I remember rightfully, I'm pretty sure I can do that here as well, which is good. Like this, for instance. So yeah, we can fuck with a lot of settings. Now what I want to do is actually have meld up for a second and throw it over here for 2 seconds, so I can sort of get an idea of what I'm doing. Because basically, to sort of show it off, is so meld, right, is actually showing this right now, and then what I do is I frame it better. But I can fuck with things like onto the. I think I can fuck with like everything. I can zoom in on it as well. Oh Jesus, which is good. Stop. What's this one? Exposure values. Is that the one for? Please don't fuck with it. So continuous is what I've got that on, but infinity is too far away. Continuous seems alright. Well, continuous actually is probably the best scenario because it focused well enough. I think I would just have to make sure I'm on the focus mode. Micro is probably not going to focus well. Nope. Normal would require me tapping. So yeah, we're probably better off on continuous. Right, so actually that pretty much works pretty perfectly. We can turn the torch on and off via the settings here, which is actually fucking ingenious. Jesus, that's crazy. I can do that. But then from there, like, what I can then do is I can then pull this to just in frame, so we can do that, and then that means that like bam, we have like the full thing there. So I could then go somewhere like here, like bam, and then if we want to, I'd have to figure it out, but obviously we could add like a chat box and shit. So I'm going to throw this back over here now because we should be fine. Like, I don't necessarily know how to do that though, straight off the bat. I know it's what do you call it? I know it's a browser thing that I need to set up as such. Like, I know it's a browser thing, so that's great. I just would have to figure that shit out. Well, actually, no, we must have that on the main screen, don't we? What the bus? Main screen. Chat box, copy. Fucking cheat. What the bus? Scene 1. Paste. Chat box. Oh, that fucking fixed. Honest to God, the ability to be able to just cheat everything into play here is fucking brilliant. So, like, don't know how readable that is, but it's I mean, in a way, I'd probably make this smaller anyway, because I would probably, if I was doing this myself for us doing stuff later on, I'd actually probably just frame this better anyway, so that it's like this. Can I cheat that out a bit more? I can. I wouldn't mind being there. This could then be there. And then, obviously, technically we'd need a background. For the sake of this, I'm just going to steal the background off of this for 2 seconds, just for the sake of having one, just so I can see what it looks like as such. But because obviously I just want to see what a background looks like. That's fine. But what we could end up doing is delete that one. Let's add a layer for an emoji. And then let's use one of the UFS ones. Let's use one of the universities ones that they send us all the time for some stuff. So let's try that one. Throw it to the back. Boom. Like, boom, right. So like something like that, for instance, is the kind of idea. As I said, the whole idea is just to fuck with things until things work. Then if we lock things in place, it looks. I mean, this is the thing. Like, I can fuck with this sort of stuff. This is actually why I wanted to do this tonight and not do it in series, because I can fuck with things and people can jump in and be like, hey, could you try this or that? Like, hey, I want to delete that scene, so we've just got scene 1. I'm going to rename that to hobby stream, just so I can see it whenever I'm coming on. It also means I can fuck around with things, as I say, because like that seems alright, which means if I then bring in like a bigger box, for instance, like I can obviously mess with the height a little bit with this and bring it up to the point where you can see it, obviously, but it does allow us to, like, obviously this could be moved around and pinged about and stuff like that, not maybe in my face as much, or like it could be back up here if we've got enough light and source and the likes, because it actually have to be over here. Obviously, like, we can do shit like this as well. I obviously would move this so it's out the road ideally as such, or fuck with it to the point where it's not in frame. Like, ideally I want to move this camera is what I would do myself. Like, I would probably have the camera over like here sort of thing and then just frame it better, but I don't want to mess with things tonight too much on that front because I'll end up making a mess of it. But as I say, I like this. I'm going to be honest and say I am not going to build anything tonight, because when I build stuff, we build with super glue, and I have legit not drank enough today, and I have a really bad fucking headache. I don't want to add to that right now with adding fucking super glue to the mix. So we're just going to chat. But like, yeah, basically I want this so that I wouldn't even have the Jakey shakes, Rebecca. I'd just fucking die. Honestly, I think it would be that bad. So the idea of making this scenario is basically, so as you can see, I can show you doing right. Basically, I got a new frame. Basically, is what I did for this, which means that when I'm doing things like this, like, because I can technically just zoom in via this and stuff, right? So I can show off the cards and stuff like this, do all things like this. Brilliant, great. It's really easy to set up. Wham it into full screen when we're doing buildings and stuff like that. But the idea is basically, if we ever need to do card game related stuff, I have a screen for it, for when we're doing stuff on that nature, when we're doing painting and stuff like that. And compared to when I had the last setup basically was this tripod. It wasn't specific for this one. This one's actually a good one, to be fair. But I'll show you it, right? I'll show you it basically. I need to fix it because I'm with it. So basically, we had like a tripod like this, to be fair. Like, I've got a couple now, but it's a cool wee tripod. It even comes with a wee mad thing for controlling the camera, which is kind of cool. But basically, this can become a big tripod. But what I initially was doing was I had it sitting to the side, camera over top, right? And like, the problem I was having with it was, like, for instance, it was kind of like this. Imagine, right, the camera's pointing down. So if I'm trying to fucking move the cards, I'm hitting this tripod. So it became a fucking nightmare. It was never designed for what I was trying to use it for. I just didn't have an alternative at the time. Because I was slowly but surely figuring that shit out. So now that I've got this, it allows us to do this sort of things. Also, what I do like about this is, if I set this up correctly, because we're on the laptop now, I might be able to, and I've not tested it, but I might be able to go to the bigger table, or bring the bigger table over, have this camera pointing down, so we can actually really get more board game level stuff done as well. That's also redeemed, open a random booster. It's funny that came up, so actually that would be something else I'd need to set up, would be all the different bells and whistles for these. So that actually reminds me, before we open them up, we're actually going to see if I can quickly copy them over, because actually you've raised a very good point, which is I don't have any of the notifications. So things like trigger fire, copy, and then paste it in. So you should be able to activate trigger fire now as well, and then then the alert box is the other one. Copy that. Cool. Now the alert box, I would like to alter where that's sitting, because what I would do is I would put it up. Yeah, why not? YOLO in it. Everything should, in theory, be working. There we go.
On the horizon of this forest path, you see a group of dark, cloaked figures slowly trudging towards you. What do?
My half-orc barbarian braces her great hammer, and that's a 1.
Critical fail. Steve, what do? Well, I believe in anticipation, my rogue would try and hide behind a tree. Okay, I rolled a 1. That's another critical fail. Tom, what does your human bard do? Active perception check. It's a natural 20. Let's fucking go.
I feel it in my fingers, I feel it in my toes. These motherfuckers mean to harm us, and they got to go, so come on, get them now. You picked the wrong day to fuck around with my tight crew. So let's give it in, I can perceive you. Here's what we're gonna do. Me and my boys gonna mess you up.
I rolled a 1.
Fuck, my boys are otherwise engaged, so I'm gonna bring it on myself.
Hey, I forgot, you're supposed to tell me what I see, right? Yes, thank you. Let's just slow it all down a bit. So you notice that one of the hooded figures is a little shorter.
I cast Vicious Mockery, nat 20, let's go.
You're a short motherfucker and nobody likes you.
Short!
Everybody says, fucking short that guy is. And that stops you from forming meaningful relationships. When you were born, everybody thought that you were just a head. But then the doctor said, wait, this stupid motherfucker tiny short ass baby got a tiny little itty bitty body and I hate it.
Your attack lands and absolutely shatters the mind of the cloaked figure. Perception check, please.
Nat 20, let's go.
You perceive the figure was so short because it was a child. It's always a kid. Specifically the child you've been looking for the last 15 days game time and 5 days of our actual lives. Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't know. I'll be better. Fuck, his body's just lying there, right? Right?
Yes? Don't.
Move that body now. Move that body. Move that motherfucker. Play my flute when I loot that dead kid's body. Bitch.
Fucking thing done yet? It's tapped to it. No, I wanted to get the fucking booster pack. Right here. So, you have redeemed a random booster pack. You are getting My Little Pony collectible card game. There is foils in it. I don't know if there's a chase card in this. I'm pretty sure the game's still dead. Never actually played it, to be fair, so like... Oh, that's too much. Yeah, I never actually played this game, to be fair, so you're kind of on your own. As such, what is this? Dock Top? I don't even know who they are, to be fair, so... Main phase exhaust discard. While this card's exhausted, you may pay one less coinage to rally your friends to a minimum of one. Not a fucking clue. I've never played it a day in my puff. You got Shooting Star, which is like for 3 star mana. You got a card. So this must have fucking locations and shit. Alright, okay. The Hungry House Guest. So you must have to go to locations to then get points for this game. It's probably like Lorcana. That's probably what Lorcana probably end up basing itself on. What's this one? Whitewash. Starry Eyes. To be fair, the camera's picking this up pretty well, to be fair, which is nice. You've got Lightning Dust. You've got Vital Stand. You've got, what does that say? Canterlot's Hedge Maze. You've got a Rainbow Dash foil. Oh. Again, no idea if these are good or not. You've got a Thunderclap. Not on the list. You just made the list. Wardrobe Malfunction. What is the backs like on this? Alright, okay. That's kind of fun. Like I don't know enough about this. The game that I want to that's my weekend name with Thunderclap. Fuck's sake. Oh goodness. So yes, that's a thing. Obviously, so as I say, like in the form of doing cards and stuff like that, it becomes really good. So we can do a lot more card game related stuff on stream. In general, as such, I will footer with this specific one a little bit more, because obviously I would prefer the lighting / I probably will fuck with it so I can get a camera off to the left side, and just every so often we'll just keep fucking with it till it works. As I say, this is not going to be a long stream, to be honest. This is just I want to fuck with things until something either works or we break something internally. But as I say, we have a lot of stuff to build. Tomorrow I'm going to be busy, obviously. I have to build some decks and stuff, but then obviously the next couple of days, let me zoom that out again, we have like legitimate stuff to build with the Marvel Crisis Protocol stuff. So we have, what's that, we got Cyclops, Storm, Rogue, Gambit, Sabretooth, Wolverine, Beast, Mystique, Toad, Magneto, random structures. I can't remember why he has random structures, if it actually becomes relevant or not, but we have like this stuff to build. We still have Cassandra to build, Cassandra Nova. I don't know where she is though. I don't know what I've done with that, and that's not a good thing, but we have a lot of stuff. I'm still I'm still wanting you to paint an Uwu girly pop army. I mean, we could paint these in pinks. Could technically do that. I mean, technically, I have like a lot of stuff to paint at some point. I mean, like these dreadnoughts and stuff like that are part of an army that very much is ready to be painted. I've just not got round to it. But it's cool to know that this setup seems to be alright. I'm testing this to make sure that the camera and the general phone doesn't overheat, but it actually seems totally fine. I think the other one was just getting old as such, because when I was trying to do this with the old camera, it would heat up quite a bit, so I think it was just a bad phone. Like, I think it was just getting old. This one's fine. I don't mind upgrading at any point in time anyway. So, like, we've got some stuff to do, which is not too bad. How well does painted stuff show up, actually? Like that. Fuck me, never something just works straight away. Like if something's painted, this is painted like shit to be fair, but it was just an idea. I wanted a concept of colours. But will it focus? It feels like it wants to there we go. I was like, it feels like it wants to focus. You will focus, you fuck. Focus on the fucking thing. Come on, focus, you big fat wank. See, that's the only flaw though. There we go. Like if I'm sitting and painting, obviously we could probably zoom in, it'll probably do a bit better. See, I wonder if it wants the I wonder if it wants a light source to be picking up. Ah, it did. It's just a light source it ideally wants, basically. So that the colours were too faded, but aye. Okay, that's fine. That's good to know at least. Because again, everything's a trial and error scenario until it works. Obviously, that thing I'd ideally want done here. I don't mind this one being here, but I will fuck with some options to make it work. But it's good to know it works. Like I think I feel quite happy with the idea that was easy enough to set up. I don't know if there's anything I'm missing necessarily. As I say, like I kind of want to change the layout a little bit of the room so that I can have a bit more of a stream corner again. Cause I think because we've got the laptop and I can have different camera angles and stuff, like I could have this wee kind of corner where I've got myself over technically here pointing in towards it. Then I can obviously just have the screen completely over here with the backdrop being there instead. I've got options now. I could even have technically like a dual camera scenario as well. What about oh goodness. Like I could even have a dual camera scenario where I could have camera facing out the way while we're doing stuff, and then like if there was a reason for something to happen where I need to be standing up, I could have a camera pointing the other way, for instance. Could be kind of cool. Like there is options. There's kind of cool options because I do want to like fuck with the room a little bit. Like there's a lot of shelving in here that I want to actually kind of get rid of. And then there's a lot of shit in some of the shelves I want to get rid of to some degree, but I've just not had the time. I'm probably going to do some of that tomorrow, to be honest. But the plan for tomorrow is I'm playing cards, so I want to have enough time to build a deck, then get up to Glasgow, play some games, get home, and then just chill. Like by the time I get home, it's going to be so late. Like it's never early sort of thing. It's because we play from like 6 to about 9ish. And then by the time I get the bus / train or whatever home, for instance, we're calling it close is all I'm going to say. Like realistically, I usually miss the last bus, but I can get like a train back to like Johnston and walk the rest of the way, or sometimes get a train back into Paisley and should catch like one of the last buses getting back. But it ends up being late getting home, so I can't really say let's stream after it and stuff like that. It's just there's no point. I'd be fucked. So Thursday's going to be the next stream day. I don't know exactly what we're doing yet. It's probably easier to say we're doing DVD for now at least. While I tweak with things and stuff like that as well. Like, plus as I say, like when it came to like story based games, like I want to play the Borderlands game a lot. Like it's really on my list to like aggressively get done. The problem with doing it is just genuinely I don't want to half-arse it, because I actually want to enjoy it when I'm playing it and not just be like, alright, I have to get through this kind of thing. I don't want that to be the case. So with that, I want to be able to like actually enjoy it. So sometimes, yeah, it had to get pushed back, annoyingly. As I say, I want to do some more card game stuff related. I want to try and still do stuff with the Daubers and work on that sort of stuff. But having the options to then stream those options might also become a bit more of a thing. I don't necessarily know if I'll be able to do it via the Daubers YouTube channel / Twitch. I don't really know if that's doable. Mainly down to the fact that I don't know how it works for me, like having all the setup. Like when I had OBS, which I'm assuming Mel probably is the same, I could have it where I could link multiple accounts and then like go live on them, and then all I had to do was have different scenes that I used. So kind of like the same, like if I was to switch to like Dauber content, for instance, like that one's always kind of almost preset because I kind of fuck with it a lot, sort of thing. So like I can do a lot with that, and then when I need to tweak it and stuff like that, like this is basically the layout is already pre-established for things like Shimley Saturdays, because above my head is where I can put the stars. We've got obviously the Daubers logo, got the camera, got the backing, but if I need to change the backgrounds for them when I do things like talking about these new decks and stuff like that, like I change things like the background for that one as a King of Fighter background that UVS Games gave us as an asset to use, and I like that one, to be fair. I actually do like that one a lot, but they give us lots. In fact, Godzilla gave us a good few with Godzilla stuff as well, to be fair. So like see if I can fuck with it. Can't remember whereabouts. I'd have saved that in as a Godzilla thing. What would I have saved that in as? Zilla reveals, maybe? Daubers. No, that's just the images. I don't know. I've saved it somewhere. As such, it probably saved just somewhere. That's KOF. That's weird that I don't have that immediately right there. I must have moved it. I probably fucked it. See, that's the problem. When you fuck with things so much, some things just disappear. But hey ho, it is what it is. As I say, like the things are all working. Chat works, the bot works, everything seems to be working, so that's not bad. But yeah, when it comes to doing more hobby-based stuff, obviously this camera just is a lifesaver. Being able to have this frame and stuff like that means I can fuck with it a lot better. And actually, the camera picks up a pretty decent fucking quality, which is good, because that camera on the phone is actually really good. So that's also a plus. Technically, that camera could end up becoming the webcam, but I have other webcams and stuff like that, and I still think the quality is fine, personally. Like, I don't need it to be the most fucking grandiose stuff ever, if you know, like, technically we could upgrade to some degree, but honestly, it's not changing shit. I'm still just as fucking fat and bald. So, right, I think on that note, I'm quite happy with, like, how that's kind of tweaked. I don't like that the chat box looks like it goes off. I don't like that, though. So I can see, like, the top of that there. I don't like that as much, but we can make it work. I think it's. I mean, if the top comments that aggressively needed, it's not the end of the world, but it's fine. It's fine. It's like it's weird because like I can just see it. I don't know if all this stuff has to become bigger by a tiny bit, because on my thing it looks as if it goes off the end. Yeah, I might have to make everything just a smidgen bigger. Like, I'll show you what I mean. Like, this for instance. The So wait, that one's fine. Trigger fire. No, maybe it is. No, do you know what, maybe it is fine. It was it looked like it was off frame a little bit, but it's so minuscule. I'm actually not that fussed by it. That's fine. Okay, we've fucked around enough today. But it looks good. Like it's fine. Obviously, I'm going to tweak the background because I would change that to like what suits and stuff like that. But at least that's easy enough to sort. The mic still stays in a really good spot as well, so I don't need to fuck with that. Camera setup, brilliant. Like, yeah, I do like this. I think this is quite fun. We'll be able to fuck with this and do some stuff, especially when it comes to like all the Marvel stuff that I want to get painted this year. So aggressively, like I do want to try and get a lot of hobby-based streams done. So it's on the cards. Like we're going to get it sorted. But for now, we are going to tap out because, as I say, this was really just a figure out shit as I go kind of thing. I think it looks fine. As I say, Thursday we'll be back to playing DBD. And then on Friday, possibly a stream. Bear with us because I might have shit to record, but I'm going to try and do some of that tomorrow just to get out the road. So if I'm up to date and done, great, probably a stream on Friday. If I'm behind on getting stuff done, I'm going to prioritise that first, and then maybe we stream. Like this week I'm working Saturday, Sunday, and I think I'm off Monday, and I think I'm back like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday or some shit like that. Or it's maybe that, or that's another week. I'll have to figure out what my schedule is to work that out as well. But on top of that, yeah, I want to try and get a lot of different stuff done. We're going to make it work to the best of the abilities, and even if we record stuff here and then put it on the Daubers and stuff, might be also usable, or just multi-upload it. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But for now, I'm going to tap out, everybody. Thank you for jumping in, testing things with us. That was appreciated. Because I knew this was going to be a short one anyway. I just wanted to figure out shit as we go. And it's good to see I can fuck with things when we're on like live as well. And it did not crash it, which is good. So that's a bonus. Do appreciate you all. And I will see you all on Thursday for some Dead by Daylight. If potentially something else happens and we change the idea, maybe we'll play a different game. But DBD is probably what I kind of want to play to get some blood points and stuff like that. And yeah, thank you very much everyone, and I shall see you all on Thursday. Bye. Enjoy the rest of your night, guys.